Hello everybody, and welcome back for yet another World of Warship Blitz video. This time I'm in the Pensacola, which is one of my favourite ships. So so you learn about new lines as you play the game, and originally the US Navy cruiser line wasn't really particularly interesting. I didn't really understand how to use it. And then, as I was filling in the lines, and this has happened again and again, but this is the story about the US Navy cruisers, I started playing the Phoenix, which was okay. The Omaha was pretty good, and the Pensacola was amazing. So it really is a great ship. As you can see, we're in the Bay of Storms map, so a lot of people come around that headland, hopefully. So I've turned my guns to the right, so that I can turn to the left and defend the cap. And here's our first target for the night. Now, in this match there were two bots. I get a lot of that because I joined World of Warships before there was an Asia server, so all my progress is on the North America server, which means that I'm playing at about 2 o'clock in the morning New York time. So I tend to get a lot of bots. And I hate fighting bots, I really do, because they don't obey the laws of physics like players do. Now this is a pretty normal start for one of my cruiser games. I overextend and I end up at half health about a minute and a half into the game. It's all downhill from there, often, except in this game. So instead of manoeuvring at the start and going into cover and doing that right from the start, I wait until I've lost a whole ton of health, and then I get into the business of playing properly. It's a bad habit that I've got, and I need to get out of it. Obviously, this Bayan has decided to go it alone against a Farragut and our bot New York. And if that Farragut is a human, and it is, then that Bayan's going to wear a lot of torpedoes. So there's a Podvoisky, so I'm assuming that Bayan's gone, but here we go. That Podvoisky's a problem because he is armed with torpedoes, and unfortunately for him, he may have... It made sense, I can see what he was trying to do, and I've done that myself. Rush the battleship, but I don't think he was expecting to be attacked from the side. So that is the second kill, and I think that was a human, because of the way it responded. The bot would have just merely sailed forth and been destroyed. That took evasive action. Okay, so here we are. Fortunately, haven't been much of a target. The Dallas and the Farragut. The Farragut is definitely the bigger threat there, and so, except it's a bot, so it's not really the bigger threat, but it's closer. So what we deal with is the Farragut. Now, a human player would have been operating completely differently, and I probably would have been a much different game. Here we go. And the mains come on, and that's it. Nice and done. That's that Dallas now that I need to deal with. Unfortunately, the Pensacola is a fairly tough ship, so although he's been firing consistently, we'll gather from the fires anyway, been firing consistently. He may not have been, because my health's pretty high. If he's been firing consistently, either he's been missing a lot, oops, not keeping an eye out, getting into the turn, but what it means is that he misses that entire salvo. Okay, bit of trans-Pacific lag going on there, or he stopped. Nah, he was shooting, so definitely stopped. So the Pensacola basically is a really good ship, so I can't recommend it enough. It doesn't have torpedoes, but it has very powerful guns that more than make up for it, and I do fire AP often enough against battleships, although I will switch to HE at long range. This game will continue to play out, and I think we missed the opportunity to get ourselves a Kraken. And so essentially that's pretty much the game, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it, and yeah, give the US Navy cruiser line a bit of a try at some stage. Desperately trying to close this gap here to see if I can get some shells in and get that 5th kill. Aim where he's turning to. Oh, yeah, just the wrong spread. But I got a Confederate medal, so can't complain. So there we go, that is the mighty Pensacola, Tier 6 US Navy cruiser. And for those of you that are reasonably accurate, it has good guns, doesn't have the super high arcs of the new cruisers, so you can do some serious damage. And as you can see, 4 destroyed, 82 main battery hits, 3 medals, and the Farragut and the Normandy both did better damage than me. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody, and welcome back for yet another